let's start from the very beginning. Okay, so
yes.
so Kotaro, it's a 4-year-old child.
Yep.
He moves to an apartment complex, one of those small apartment complex in Japan. Like we see a lot in anime, in those kind of anime. It's like, it's not exactly like a poor neighborhood, but also it's not exactly like a medium well neighborhood. It's kind of like there.
Exactly. Residential. There are 6 apartments in this building. Zoom in on Kotaro coming in, and he's like coming into this apartment all by himself. And so already it's like, wow, like he's all by himself at like 4 years old.
Which is, it's normal in anime seeing a lot of children living by themselves.
Exactly. That's almost like a rule. Almost.
That's a standard rule.
You do it.
In anime, at least. I don't know if Japan in general that happens. I hope not.
Right.
But at least
it's the story.
At least in anime, like you always have this. Sometimes like elementary school, middle school, or
a lot of
high school kid living by himself. But in this case, he's a kindergarten kid.
Literally a kindergarten.
Who's way too polite for himself, even. And as the Japanese traditions had taught us in anime, because I know nothing of the culture of Japan other than the anime. Sadly. Sorry for that.
Yes.
He goes and introduces himself to the other neighbors.
Yeah. In that expected fashion. As anime watchers, he goes and buys tissues. Goes to his neighbors and pretty much distributes them out. Says, "I'm your new neighbor. Here's some tissues." Which I guess is like the polite thing to do. I've never done that personally.
I mean, even when I used to live in a shared apartment, I would never exchange words with my roommates.
Oh dear. Yeah, shared apartments.
Let alone our
really
neighbors.
Because we're used to, in those shared apartments for this college that we went to, there would usually be 6 to an apartment.
At least, like minimum 4.
Rooms. Minimum 4
and up to 6 or 8 sometimes. Which at that point is like,
it's too much.
No.
But I totally get you. Yeah, it's like we don't really do that.
I mean, sometimes you had the good luck of like, if you were friends with them already, it was like, it was a great atmosphere. Sometimes you would become friends with them and exchange a couple of words. If you were like me, it was, I was most of the time either at school or work, and when I would come back to work, the last thing I wanted was to share any more words with other people.
Yes, other people.
So this kind of practice,
yes,
at least in the States, I don't think it's that common.
No.
Probably some religious congregations would like, they would go and welcome
a casserole, maybe.
Yeah. But it's not like, like, there's a new neighbor in the apartment, and the neighbor is like, "Hey neighbor, how are you? We're the Smiths." And so just starting with this is like,
Kotaro is like already in his society.
He's even
like
more grown up than me.
Yes. And that's also the funny thing in this.